Hello, I'm Stephen Monkey Mason and welcome to the Gremlins The Remake. Now why am I remaking my own video? Why the fuck are they remaking the Gremlins? Because it's happening right now. It's all going down with CGI, not puppets or anything what's really there for actors to like talk to or wobble wobble, stuff like that. Gremlins The Remake is happening. So I decided to remake my own video. Not because I made loads of mistakes like I am right now, but because when I filmed this, it was just meant to be a one-off rant video, but I was ill as shit. Now basically what happened is, when This Is Just Life finished last year, I had a week off work and I was ill. I had a fracture in my cheekbone. I still don't know how that happened. I had to have surgery to get this tooth removed from my cheekbone, which look, still in this bag. Fucking tooth fairy has still not been. Dwayne, where are you? Come and get my tooth. And then about 6 months later I had to get another tooth removed, what's in there. And basically, going into that week off work, I was ill. Like proper flu got us. I was just drained the fuck. But the 30th year anniversary edition of the Gremlins was coming out in the UK. And basically I ordered it, and when it turned up, I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Now I'll get to what the difference is later on down the line. But basically, because I was that ill, I sat on the couch, I watched it, I watched the extras, I even listened to the commentary, I had my house to paint, and basically I was like, right, finally, fucking let's just get something done. I started painting the wall blue, then realised I didn't have enough paint, and then I realised that I'd probably have to keep that poster frame there, so I was like, right, okay, I need a new poster for the poster frame, because there was elements in my life in that frame originally, which I didn't want up there anymore. And I went upstairs and I found the Gremlins poster, which I forgot I even bought. So I was like, right, it's on. So I wrote, Gremlins did this in the corner, which took 2 coats of paint to paint over, set it up, and then just went, blah, I'm Stephen Monkey Mason, and this is my Gremlins tribute. And that was a year ago. Now what's happened since then? Not long after that, I made a tribute video for the Lost Boys, which is the same kind of video as the Gremlins. And then 4 months passed as I went off to do other things like Change for the Better and that fucking Rocky Horror Picture. And then I decided to do a new tribute video for the Highlander, but in Scotland. And then basically, I don't know what happened. Mainly because of Paul Ray, I ended up doing the tribute video for the Highlander in Scotland. I did a tribute for Jaws a couple of days later because Paul Ray wanted to see the Jaws collection. I did a tribute to Ghostbusters. I then did a tribute to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I then did a second tribute for Turtles because the next day, after my birthday night out, Barney Howard was passed out on the floor wrapped in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles blanket, so I decided to use Barney as a prop. I then went and did the most insane one yet, where I had Kidder behind us dressed as King Kong for a tribute to all the King Kongs when all was being released. And then I had a car crash. And basically, there you know, I didn't do anything for a while, and then I did a tribute called Am I Weird for Stand By Me, which I didn't plan. And basically I decided to come all the way back to here right now, and remake my Gremlins tribute. Now my tribute videos are always about the cover, and this is the original fucking nightmare I had originally with this. Starting off from the original artwork, which is there, or I'll wipe the side of the screen out and have the original movie poster there. Gremlins was a very intriguing original cover, just like my cat walking across the light now, casting the shadow of a gremlin. And the cover was inspired by E.T. colours. Obviously Steven Spielberg presented this, and it was a very misleading poster for what people were about to see. Now that cover to me is very intriguing, I've just said that again, but when it finally came out on video in the UK, they completely changed it. Now wipe this out of the screen out, we're talking about this. Look at this. We're back. The Gremlin stripe, photobomb in the box, popping out there. Cute, crossed out, clever, crossed out, mischievous, crossed out, intelligent, crossed out. You're not intelligent, you've just done that yourself. Very light font, Steven Spielberg presents Gremlins. It's a 15. Now in America, when Gremlins was released, Gremlins basically was one of the first films along with Indiana Jones to get the PG-13 rating, because it was just like, hang on a minute, it's not a PG and it's not an R, there needs to be something in the middle. So Gremlins definitely broke some ground there. Now, I was lucky enough to go and see the Gremlins at the pictures when I was a kid. I don't know how this happened. I was born in 1983. The film was made about 1983 and released in 1985. I think I fucking totally got that wrong. But kid like me, the pictures, I think it was like 4 or 5 or something like that. I think it was the case of like film ratings weren't big, especially in the Isle of Man. I remember seeing it there with my dad's friends, and I just remember shitting myself when Stripe popped out the fountain at the end and just dissolved. But you know, there's some great life learning things in the Gremlins. You know, rules: don't feed after midnight, no sunlight. You know, don't get them wet. So yes, Gremlins is a big rant. I love the Gremlins. I'm ranting about the Gremlins. I have a Gremlins stripe. I have a cup. I've got the new pop vinyl Gremlin. I've got a travel mug, which if you wait the outtakes, you'll probably find out what happened to that travel mug. See, I'm Gremlins daft. So that was the original video what was released in the UK. As I said, it's got no pictures on the back of this box. It is a massive fucking description. Now I'll read that out in the outtakes, I promise. But that is probably the biggest synopsis, or whatever you call it, for a fucking film on the back with no pictures. So, Gremlins was then reissued on video, wipe the side of the screen out. Box a little bit different, screen classics, still not intelligent as you've crossed that out. Stripes a little bit more zoomed in. Gremlins, Stephen King presents. Little description on the back and a couple of pictures of the Gremlins. And I have rewound that one. And ironically enough, in the top corner of that is the Lost Boys. Yes, it all goes together. Did I rewind that one? No. So Gremlins was released on video in the UK. Now what you've got to remember with videos in the UK, when they were showing it the pictures, it wasn't a case of just pop a disc in and burn in a couple of minutes. Films had to be like uploaded or burnt or reeled, I don't know what you want to call, recorded on tapes in real time. So distribution of videos normally ended up going to rental first, where you could rent stuff, and then it would come out for general sale. So that's why you normally got big boxes, little boxes, different covers, and then some films just never came out to buy. You only get the next rental. But then Gremlins was released years and years later. When Gremlins 2 was released, I'm jumping well in the future now, and like I said, the screen out, Gremlins double movie feature. We're both here this time. Steven Spielberg presents Gremlins and Gremlins 2 the new batch. And to be honest with you, the Gremlins is a really iconic film to have a sequel. The sequel just takes a piss out of himself. Joe Dante did a great job of it. Great idea. Back of the box has Gizmo, and I don't know what he was ever called, the Gremlins in the second one, but have I rewound it? Halfway around it. So yeah, that was the Gremlins on video anyway. Now my big ish was the fact that that cover was never released, and when DVD came along, the first issue of DVD, which I think I've got here, is this one. Now do you notice this? It's got Stripe again. We're here. It has a green box. The disc has just fallen out. Has Gremlins written on black font on the disc. It's got Stripe there going around on his little bicycle inside with a proof of purchase stamp there. Paul Ray told me what that was. Apparently if you send them off to the supplier, it proves that you own the film. Really, Paul Ray? But yeah, that was a Gremlins released, first release on, there probably is a black version of this, released on DVD. They then give it a nice snazzy box release. Again, Stripe popping through the cover. We're here. Short description. Again, different pictures all over the back. Even stripes there on the back. And you know, no extra features. You were basically just getting the film. Now, Gremlins 2 was also released. I'm just going to get Gremlins 2 out of the way now. Here We Grow Again is on the front cover. Now, if this film ever gets released, I guess they'll probably take the trade towers out of this in the background. But yeah, Gremlins 2 came with a lot of extra features. So, and on the disc is Gremlins 2 the new batch. What was on that disc? I'm going somewhere with a disc cover, that's how. So there, Stripe is actually on the disc of that, and Gremlins is in blue font. Now I've been totally ranting on, seeing stuff. Basically, what am I going on about? Well, I'm talking about the Gremlins. Gremlins was a big film. Now, is Gremlins a sci-fi? Is it a comedy? Is it a horror? Is it a Christmas film? I haven't got a fucking clue. When I bought Gremlins originally, it was classed as sci-fi because it was in the sci-fi section. But Gremlins is a Christmas film. Look at that. Stripe popping out of the Christmas box. Gizmo's on the back. Special features on this was an interactive menu with scene access. Wow, why even bother putting that in the back of the box? Steven Spielberg presents Gremlins, then Gremlins again underneath. Why is it double fonted? I have no idea. Why is Gremlins there and Gremlins there? I don't know. So, Gremlins definitely a Christmas film. Now, Gremlins was then later released, as I say, a double pack. They get Gremlins 1 and 2 in the box, which the cat fucking sat on before. But yes, that's it. So this was the new cover coming out. Wipe the side of the screen out. Gremlins, there we go. Gremlins cover changed dramatically on DVD to that right there. So Steven Spielberg presents Gremlins and just a nice box. And when you open it up, look at that. I didn't realise that. That just happened to me. No way. So, right, there you go. There's the new cover of the Gremlins, and when you open it up, it's got the same cover inside. Genius. Absolutely genius. I never realised that in the first video. But this is the cover we got to know now of the Gremlins. Gizmo with a shadow, a stripe in the background. Now, they didn't stop there. Now, if you watch all my tribute videos and my Rocky Horror Pictures, the Gremlins keeps it reappearing as I keep finding more and more covers like this. And this is the one I found last Christmas, not long after I finished the Gremlins video. It's the same cover as you've just seen. It's Gremlins 1 and 2, and Gizmo has a Santa Claus hat on, look at that, and a broken Christmas ball. Really? It is definitely classed as a Christmas film. So that's the Gremlins 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, DVD. Now, let's just jump well into the future again, before I go on to Blu-ray. Now, a couple of months ago I made a new video, and I'm going to put it in the description as well, called Gremlins Did This Too. It was an exclusive to the top 80 movie countdown I did recently with all these fucking videos. It was hidden at the bottom there because recently I found Gremlins Special Edition on DVD and one of their flip boxes with a proof of purchase. Yep, Gremlins Special Edition, and that sent me off on another rant which you can watch downstairs. It was actually the first thing I filmed after my car crash, but it was just to see how I was feeling in front of the camera. Pretty mental still. Right, so let's get the Blu-ray. Now, Gremlins was fast-tracked, to be honest with you, out on Blu-ray when Blu-ray jumped on the market, and Gremlins came out with a blue cut and a blue box. What we've got known as the white cover was striped there. What you see is what you don't get. Inside, important notice, this Blu-ray is manufactured or whatever. And on the back we've got a few extra features for the first time. Commentaries and 10 minutes of never before seen footage. Now take a note here. This is the Gremlins Blu-ray, right? Now Gremlins was quickly released later on that Christmas with the Christmas edition. Yes, Stripe is back. It is a green box this time. Festive, feel festive. And you get the same extras as you do on that one, which is, Gremlins is definitely a Christmas film. Warner Brothers then cash cowed a lot of their films, bringing in the UV era where you get the digital download code, and here's the Gremlins. Very similar to the Gremlins before when I pulled it out and it had a different cover. This one doesn't. On this is basically has a very different back to this Gremlins, as there's no pictures and no extra features on this one. You basically just get the UV code. But yeah, that's what we've got come to know this one up here. So, there's a 30th anniversary edition of the Gremlins coming out, and this is where this rant all came from. Now, Gremlins, classic film. Let's do something good for it. Let's get Joe Dante together. Let's go through Joe Dante's archive stuff, and let's give a really good Blu-ray. Now, Joe Dante also directed one of my other favourite films, The Burbs. Now, I still haven't opened this steelbook of The Burbs. The Burbs is my next tribute video, so that will be open soon. But on The Burbs, you get loads of stuff. Loads. So that got me really excited about the Gremlins. So I ordered the Gremlins. And this is what came. Wait to send the screen out. Look at that! Look. Wait a minute. What's the difference? Now really, what is the difference? Am I going to be really picky about the difference? The red is a darker font on the special edition or the 30th anniversary edition. It has no font on the front of the box. But on the back you get 2 discs, brand new special features, and the original cover on the back of the box. Now this really irritated me. and the discs are blue inside with Gremlins written on them. But you really get some nice features on here. You get a brand new documentary, you get a creepy as fuck cartoon, to be honest with you. Really good behind the scenes stuff. They did a really nice job, but they totally fucking gooned it. Not even putting the 30th anniversary edition on it. Now, Gremlins has been released on the Steelbook, and in the original tribute video, I do own it. I owned it then. Striker's on the front of the box, and in the video I didn't open it, and at the end credits with Barney turned up, I basically opened it and found out, if I turn it around, the original cover is on the back of the box, and I was like, motherfucker! My reaction to that is totally shocked if you watch that. But when I opened it up, the classic white cover is there, and there's no font on the disc. How are you supposed to know that's the fucking Gremlins? My. So that's my big rant about the Gremlins. Now, just to mention a couple of things, I've got a couple of notes there. I really had a laugh the other night watching Gremlins did this a year later. One of the things that still freaked me out was the fact that I have Sky Movies through Now TV. So it's Sky Movies, like proper Sky Movies. And my grandma has Sky TV through Sky Movies through Sky TV. And if you watch this footage now, at my grandma's, and when you search for Gremlins on there, you get this. So there you go. And when I got back home on Now TV, the Gremlins has the original cover on Now Movies. It totally freaked me out. And the other thing I loved about it is my grandma was a big part of the first video, and basically I was like, Grandma, have you got a gingerbread man I can give Stripe here? And it was so out of date, man. It was so out of date. Grandma, this gingerbread man, yeah?
Well, you were there with us when I got it.
Yeah, it went out of date in May.
I know.
It's November.
Well,
why is that still in handy? I remember when she gave us the ales, she go, oh, you're having a few beers tonight, take these. I've had them for a while, just drink them. Looking at the date, 1995 they went out of date. That's 20 fucking years ago. I'm like, my God. Alright, so it's almost a year after I was in the kitchen last time, pointing to it. It's out of date. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the motherfucking ales. Fucking hell, these are heavy. But yeah, ales, I still have them, still open them. 22nd of May, 1995. Can you believe that? Right. Look at the fucking dust on them. Look at the fucking dust on that, man. McEwen's traditional ale. Fucking hell, my finger didn't even rub the first line of dust off. Look at that. And it's traditional. 7th of June 1995. That even smells bad. That's not a joke. Ooh, it's brown. I got this glass from the demi before because I realised I didn't have any pint glasses in the house, so thanks Richie. Oh my God, it's got kernels in it. Oh, that is fucking ringing. I'm blaming Chris Davis from Laconia, the old band Laconia. I'm wearing the t-shirt because I was talking to Chris about it today. I'm blaming you. I'm blaming Kane Lightfoot as well because I was standing next to him, but yeah, in the bar. And I'm blaming my grandma for trying to give us them drinks. Right, let's go back to me finishing off this Gremlins outtakes. That, I've got fucking mouthwash to my fucking eyes. I got sick on the floor. Oh, fuck. Fuck! Well, this has been a big rant about the Gremlins. This is the Gremlins Did This, the remake. Now, my opinion on the remake, oh fuck, I don't even care anymore. I'm Stephen Monkey Mason, and this is my 10th tribute video. The Gremlins Did This. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. See, at the start of this video, I was just like, yeah, I had to have surgery, I had my teeth taken out, and you bet you're thinking, no, watch. Ready? And you thought it was all an act. It's not. It's better than fuck all. This is the very end of the video, but there's about 10 minutes of outtakes. If you click here and this link here, it'll take you to the outtakes video, which I really wanted to put at the end of this video, but it would have made the video over half an hour long, and me just talking shit like I am now. But there's some really good outtakes, especially when I realise on the back of the video box of the Gremlins, when I read this massive description out, there's a spelling mistake. In the startling sequence of sheer black comedy, they fucking spelled comedy wrong on the back of the box. I'm sure they have. How do you spell comedy? Because this says C-O-M-M-E-D-Y. No. And there's loads of other different outtakes, including Jack, you're a fucking dick, because I did realise when I was editing the video, if you watch this clip right now, the box a little bit different, screen classic. The box a little bit different, screen classics, still not intelligent as you've crossed that out. Stripes a little bit more zoomed in. Gremlins, Stephen King presents. Stephen King presents. Oh, I've done it again! And a couple of pictures. Stephen King presents. Oh, Jack, you fucking twat. Jack, that's totally your fault. I said Stephen King again instead of Steven Spielberg. I don't know how more real this can get. Jack, dickhead. Jaws, pause. Yes, I said Stephen King again instead of Steven Spielberg. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the outtakes. Goodbye. Right. So if any of my friends want a drink, McEwen's 80 sterling, or WM Youngsters No. 3 traditional ales, I've got 2 left. Dare to try them?